Hello everybody, welcome back. I am Rex the dog. At the moment I'm trying to get to 50 YouTube subscribers, so if you haven't considered subscribing already, please have a, think about it, maybe hit that. But today we're going to continue talking about the situation with Telegram here in Spain and sort of the extra things I've learned about it. I was coming a little closer here. That's we're being intimate, right? In kind of my research and my discussion of this with other people. So, it's a few issues kind of combined into one, essentially. So you look at, the ban is still not in effect, but I've seen the documents, I've read the documents that have been sent out to all of the major network operators and providers for the immediate closure of this, right? Which... these things are meant to have a 3-day margin, but we'll get into that. So, as I was saying, the whole thing in Spain is basically a few issues that have kind of combined into one from what I've understood so far. And please, if you've got more information or corrections, please talk to me in the comments, because I'm trying to work this out, and I'm always a work in progress, right, in terms of figuring things out. So first you've got kind of Telefonica and friends trying to squeeze blood from the beetroots. And the second is the judicial system being hell-bent on revenge, since Telegram has long refused to cooperate with them. And the thing is, I kind of talked about, overarching, still remaining, Spanish imperialism in the last video. Well, Spanish judges... are kind of, I don't think this is too much of a wild opinion, but they're among some of the self-important people in the world, and they cannot stand the idea of somebody somewhere giving them the cold shoulder, right? Like this happened with kind of Telegram, operating independently in the past. And the security forces and the corporations and all these, they have put in intention to begin the massive blocking of these of servers to execute the Telegram ban across the country. But although today's Sunday, right, this all happened on Friday in terms of the judge's ruling, and although the ban hasn't actually come into play yet, right, it was ordered by Judge Pérez to have an execution in less than 3 hours after he made his sort of declaration, his judgment. The law requires a 3-day margin for a right to appeal, but they were like, no, do this in 3 hours. Now, I still think if this ban does take place, right, it will take, well, we're already 2 days in, it will probably, exceed that 3-day margin, but they're not giving this chance for this right of appeal, right? And just the idea of going, okay, we need this in less than 3 hours is completely opposed to the law and the systems of due process that are supposed to exist here. In my opinion, this is going to end even in a bigger grotesque farce than in Russia, right? With the Russia sort of ban of Telegram and what, followed through there with, the blocking and unblocking of IPs and stuff like that. I guarantee, because of Spain's status as a major EU state, we're guaranteed some type of consumer digital rights group, not even something like wild sort of activism, just straight up consumer digital rights group will appeal, and either in Spain or in Spain due to at the EU, okay, so something that's going to kind of trickle down, Spanish authorities will force not just to backtrack, but quite possibly apologize as well. Which is something that they absolutely loathe, unless it results in a few votes. Do you know what I mean? In short, the government will be made to look like a chump by that sort of backtracking decision. All to act as water carriers for a third party and to stroke a few personas' ego. right? Which I think of Groucho Marx, right, when he said politics is the art of looking for troubles, whether they really exist or not, diagnosing them incorrectly and applying the wrong remedies, right? But let's kind of talk about the real big reason, right? The real big reason. They say 18 million are on Telegram in Spain. I don't know. I think that's fucking crazy. Someone commented yesterday telling me a much more reasonable number, which was a lot more believable to me. I don't know if they said something like 8 or 9. I don't know. Anyway, let's be real about the real reason that like the government and the these major media outlets would like this platform banned. Now, it's nothing to do with valid reasons, in my opinion, about stuff about distribution of child pornography, distribution of dangerous drugs, criminal activity, sex trafficking, whatever. It's not that, okay? It's not what they've said it is, which that you can go on fucking channels and download a movie star program. It's not that. The real reason is these large distribution channels for political news, updates, and exposure. You look at Alvise Pérez, and you look at his channel, which has, I think, nearly 0.4 million in terms of its subscribers and its followers. A lot of people. The government, the media outlets would like to block this, because this is the type of news and this is the type of leaks and exposés and stuff they don't cover, because they are traditional media outlets which are subsidized by the government. They are government mouthpieces, etc. It's no-go zone for them. They want that banned because they're a good government lapdog, right? Not me. The government want it banned, obviously, because they want to block Telegram to stop Alvise Pérez from sharing his knowledge about corrupt politicians with us, because that's what happens. But now, if you actually go on that channel, what's happening? It's going to move over to a WhatsApp channel. Now, what are they going to do? Are they going to try and ban WhatsApp as well? Are they going to try, which is Meta, which is Facebook, they're going to try to block that as well? I mean, I don't think so. Or do they keep going headstrong? I mean, you got these stubborn judges here. I don't know, man. This shit's really, really interesting. This shit is really, really interesting. If anyone's got more information, more opinions, corrections on me, please let me know. I'm learning what's going on here. I'm trying to, work out what's everything on the playing field. And we'll see what happens over the next few days. I'm probably going to keep following this story. But yeah, as I said, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'm trying to get myself up to 50. Comments, as I said, about anything we're talking about today. And there is the Telegram chat in the description below. That's always that. Until I get blocked from it, right?